What's up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. I am DJ, aka Token Black, got it for the first time. Hit that like button, subscribe button. So I went and saw Sonic 3 today, this Sunday morning. I don't know if I'm gonna post this video today or tomorrow, so whenever you get it. But I want to give my thoughts and reviews of it. This is a little disclaimer and little insight. I went and saw it today, but I kind of went in a very somber mood today. I kind of got out of the house because unfortunately I had to put my dog down 2 days ago. So this weekend was kind of like a kind of a drag. So I was like, let's get out of the house and go see a movie that's hopefully will cheer me up and everything. So I was just I went in and not the most brightest of moods this morning. So I didn't want my judgment to be off with the movie, but we move on from that. No, I went and saw Sonic 3 today, and if I want to get my thoughts, opinion, now I might have some spoilers in here. So if you haven't seen the movie, just click off and come back later and watch, see what my review was. But for the most part, I the movie wasn't bad, but I didn't. It's not what I don't know. It didn't hold up next to the first and second one, especially the second one, honestly, in my opinion. I thought with the track record that the movies had, that this movie would be, it would keep going up. I felt like it took a dive on this movie. Not saying the movie's horrible. I'm just thinking they did some things they did incredibly right and blew out the water. But some things were just like, I did not enjoy it in the movie. And I know it's a kid's movie and that's said and done, but I will say, I'll start positive. I think the action scenes were very good. I thought Keanu Reeves as Shadow was amazing. I like that they didn't have the human characters in there as much as the last two movies. They were barely in there, maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes total at all. I focus more on, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Shadow, and Robotnik. Jim Carrey was good, but overbearing in some issues. We'll get to that later in the thing. But I thought the CGI was amazing. I thought the first 20 minutes, I think, and the last 20 minutes are the best part of the whole movie. So it's kind of like having this nice sandwich with excellent buttered bread and but it's kind of like having some stale meat in the middle. So it's like you take a bite and it looks good on the outside. We take a bite and it's not disgusting, but it doesn't have the look doesn't match the inside of the sandwich or the taste that you think you're gonna get. So it's a little disappointing in the most part. So I didn't hate the movie. I was a little disappointed in the movie in certain stuff. But high note, like I said, action movies were good, scenes were good. The last, we'll say, battle, it was like watching Dragon Ball Z, I think, amazing. I think the message in the movie was good. It was all about trying to like what he kept saying, Tom, the dad, was like, remember what's inside you, that's how you and make good choices and stuff. So that was kind of the underlying theme. Whereas opposed to Shadow, who had all this trauma, was just out for revenge and don't let that lead, be your guide. So that was the both the things that there was the contrast of the two people, the two characters in the show. But yeah, I thought the movie was good for the most part. I don't know. I don't know. I'll get into it. So bad stuff. First, I said the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes, amazing. And then it's just like, it's in the middle, and then bam, action scene, and then end credit scene are amazing. But I felt like during the middle part of the movie, things were very drawn out. There's a lot of scenes they get very, very serious and very dark. We know Shadow's dark, but then you have like Jim Carrey pop in with some dumb fart joke, and it kind of ruins the moment. And that happens over and over and over and over to the movie. Jim Carrey actually got on my nerves in this movie. And I was talking to someone about, but he asked me how the movie was, and I was trying to explain to him. I feel like Jim Carrey, they were like, oh, I love Jim Carrey in the last one. I was like, yeah, I liked him, but I hated him. Is the fact, like, I feel like with Jim Carrey, his comedic and his character that he does, they're so over the top and everything, is that you have to find a right balance of his comedy, because you can't have too much of it and it becomes annoying, or you can't have too less of it. It's like he's not hitting the marks. And I felt like it was too much in the fact that we had him and him playing the grandfather Robotnik, which them together, it was just like it got annoying after a while. I was about halfway through the movie. I just got tired of their back and forth. It was just kind of annoying. I think the one scene that really kind of got on my nerve. They have a dance scene that just drags on too long and it's just so stupid. And they never really explain like if that's where. So in the movie, Maria obviously dies. That turns out to be Robotnik's daughter or granddaughter. Um, right? Yeah, granddaughter. So where are the that was that his sister or that died? They never really explained that to me, and so I never got that part. But I just felt like the double Jim Carreys was just annoying to me halfway through the movie. And like I said, you would have these scenes where it's very dark and very serious or whatever, and it's like then he pops in with some stupid joke and it kind of takes you out the scene because Shadow's a very dark character. He's a very dark character, and I just felt like we never got a full understanding, a deeper understanding, I would say, of why he is doing what he's doing. Obviously, we know Maria died, but they did kind of a couple flashback scenes, but they never get into the moment. Um, Also, there's a scene talk about Syrians where, and I like the path they were going with this, but I thought they could do something better. At one point, Shadow ends up hurting Tom, the dad, and that kind of sends Sonic over the edge. He's out for blood. He wants to kill Shadow. He's like, I'm done being nice, blah blah blah. And one part in the scene that the black girl, Tom's wife, suggested that they use the Chaos Emerald to power up to Golden Sonic, so where they can take on Shadow. And he's like, no, we all agree never use that. And this is Sonic talking. And then so when he flipped the strip on like he wanted revenge, he goes to Knuckles because Knuckles guarding it, and Knuckles is like, no, we made an oath that we're not doing it. And I thought they were about to go toe to toe, which I thought would have been a good scene where him and Knuckles start fighting because the team's like breaking up. That's another underline. They were Tails always preaching, oh, we're a team, we need to work together and all everything. And you starting to see the fracture of the team breaking up. But I felt like if Sonic and Knuckles had actually fought and Knuckles been like, fine, take it or whatever, and that puts a riff, and then later on they can like rehatch things like later in the movie. But no, Knuckles is like, okay, fine. And he's like, I'll tell you where it is. And so Sonic goes and get it. And but Knuckles like is guarded by some dangerous thing or whatever, and it's protected. And it's the freaking dude from the last movie, the goofball, who was the sheriff, the guy from the Knuckles show. And he's guarding, and he's playing street hockey with it. And I'm like, this is like one of the most powerful things in the universe, and you're playing street hockey with it. And Sonic walks up and grabs. I'm like, that's the kind of stuff where I'm talking about where it's serious, and goes straight to dumb slapstick jokes. And I didn't like that, but at the same time, I understand this is a kids movie. It is a kids movie. I get it, but yeah, it's stuff like that I just felt like the movie didn't hit the mark on a lot of things. And I'm gonna cut this video short because I'm just like I said, I've been out of it all weekend after the passing of my dog, so just want to get out here and do my thing. But if I had to get a movie a rating, I would say I'd probably get it a 6.5, whereas the other ones I gave like 8 to 9s on those movies. Because I honestly, if I had to rank them right now of my favorite of the 3 Sonic movies, it would be 2, 1, and this one. And this one is not right behind. It's like I would put it more in like 4th or 5th place, not 3rd place if I had a choice. It wouldn't make the podium of that. Not saying it's a bad movie. I just saying it hit the mark. It lost. It did not hit the mark in certain things. But I will say, I really enjoyed the final battle fight scene with Sonic and Shadow, because that was like watching Vegeta and Goku go at it. They were throwing haymakers. They were destroying Earth. Like, it was good. I mean, the CGI was that. Also, there is going to be a 4th one. Obviously, they that in the first credit scene made it perfectly clear, and they introduced a character that I thought might have showed up in this movie. So, and another character I didn't think about showed up. So, I hope in the next movie that we don't have. Oh yeah, another bad thing. I'll go back to this human characters again. They brought back the one person that everybody hated, the sister-in-law. You know, the one from the wedding and the second one. Everybody, that was one of the worst part of the second movie. That almost ruined the second movie was her. But no, they brought her back. It was brief, maybe what, a minute or two, but it was enough to like just annoy me when I was already getting annoyed during the movie. So, but yeah, but yeah, the end credit scene was good. I that was at least it left on a high note for me. I will say that it just I felt like it started off good, took a nosedive, and then tried to make up at the end, but couldn't quite get back up to the start. So, yeah, I didn't hate the movie. If I have to give it a rating, I'm gonna say 6.5. If you got kids, take them to see it. You can wait to stream it and watch it. It for a franchise overall, I still think it's one of the best adaptations of a video game. I will not take that from it. Hopefully the fourth one will be better. So you always run the risk when you do trilogies because you gotta find that fine line of when the IP starts falling off, and hopefully it doesn't fall off. I'm not saying that. Hopefully they can correct some things that they did in this one and come back on the fourth one even stronger. Because I feel like they have it set up to be something interesting. I hope that they focus more on the video game characters this one, which I think that might be the direction they're going. With the character they introduced. But yeah, that's my thoughts. 6.5, I think I would say. If you have kids, let them see it. It's a fun movie for the most part. I just think it has some issues in this one. But yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions. And yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Peace.